Hello Cobra Kai fans, welcome back to the channel. Yes, we just got confirmation on Part 3's release date when the next 5 episodes will drop in 2025. And if you've been no stranger to this news already, well, now you'll know it's official. February 13th, 2025 is the release date for the last part of Cobra Kai Season 6. This is obviously a very big Christmas gift for Cobra Kai fans. And if you really care about the new Karate Kid Legends film, that was exactly 1 week ago today we got that. We got some new glimpses of Part 3, but I was expecting them to drop a release date, as the official trailer for Part 3 will drop in January. So make sure you stay tuned for that, and that will be towards the end of January. And probably there'll be more from this last part in terms of marketing, because there's supposed to be a lot more to come with it. And it's supposed to be the most heavily marketed part of all 3 parts of Cobra Kai Season 6. Now let's break down the dates announcement trailer, as there were glimpses of new footage from Part 3. I absolutely love the style of this trailer. The Cobra Kai chants give me goosebumps. I love the way they are talking about their legacy in terms of Daniel and Johnny's karate legacy, and also how Ralph and William have been so honored and proud to have all the support over the years with the Karate Kid. And this is literally 4 decades in the making, as they say in the trailer. So many glimpses with all the seasons of Cobra Kai, former champions, some very key moments. But the first glimpse of Part 3, we get Hawk and Dimitri hugging, with Hawk with a new mohawk color. Looks like he's gone back to his OG look. Could even be a new mohawk color, because it looks a little bit of green and a tinge of turquoise and blue. So that's a very cool look. We also see Moon in this shot as well. Looks like it could be at the school with what's behind them, although it's very unclear unless this is at the Sakai Takai. I also think this could be the moment that Hawk and Dimitri are set on going to college, or at least that they are both going to go to college together. It might even be that Dimitri ends up going somewhere, and it's good to see that the Binary Bros have finally put all that shit aside from Part 2, as it was very rough. Miguel, Robbie and Johnny embracing here, which I absolutely love. This is probably when the baby is born, and obviously Johnny has to have this conversation with Miguel and Robbie about how this new baby is going to have 2 big brothers, and they're going to look out for her for the rest of time. We also see the OG Cobra Kai logo, which looks like it's on a black gi. Is this hinting at Johnny's Cobra Kai, or is this hinting at Kreese's Cobra Kai? Because Korean Cobra Kai is in disarray right now with the death of Kwon, but also this says Cobra Kai in English rather than in Korean. So what has happened there? So that is definitely teasing something. Tori seems to be on her own at the Sakai Takai, but she is still with Cobra Kai at this point. We still don't know what's going on with Kreese and Kim, but it will definitely mean something, because one of the new images that dropped shows Kreese back in Korea with Sensei Kim, and it looks like they may have just gone home rather than competing, unless Tori ends up staying on her own and wants to still compete, which probably is the case here because of the new image they dropped. Robbie looks more ready than ever, and we see more of a glimpse of the fight with him and Axel, and it looks like another point he lands on Axel, because it doesn't look like the same kick that he lands on him on the inside the dojo footage. It could be a second point, or again him landing these kind of points is really throwing off Axel. So we don't get a lot in terms of new footage, but that's fine, because we've got the trailer dropping in January, which is the big official trailer for Part 3. Expect to see a lot more footage in that, and it's obviously very sad that this is the end of Cobra Kai. And with the new images they've dropped, we can see that there's going to be more tension other than the still of Kreese and Sensei Kim. There's 6 other images. Johnny and Miguel both go to the old dojo location of where Johnny reopened Cobra Kai after 30 plus years later, and it looks very interesting in terms of the conversation they're having, because there's a lot on the line with what's going on, and this could be after what happens in the Sakai Takai, and we know how symbolic that location is. And this moment with Johnny and Miguel does refer back to season 1, when they literally had this conversation about Ali and Daniel's history with Johnny. And I think it's really interesting that they have paralleled that, and Johnny and Miguel clearly have a very interesting conversation and an important one here. So I absolutely love that parallel, and the fact it says Space Police shows that there's literally been no dojo ever since that. Not sure which episode this is from, but I can guess that it's probably right before the Sekai Takai as Miyagi-Do will continue in the valley. And because they're back in the valley, it just shows that the Sekai Takai will no longer be in Barcelona. We also go into the Sekai Takai with the Iron Dragons, of course, being the big protagonist. See Sensei Wolf, Zara Malik, Axel Kovacevic, and Terry Silver. The Sekai Takai still continues. We don't know how that happens, but we're going to find out very soon. And I absolutely love this image. It just shows you how villainous these guys look, and I am so here for it. We need to find out how the things end with the next 5 episodes. Iron Dragons are going to make sure it's the hardest for Miyagi-Do and Cobra Kai in this tournament, as we know they are the big villains. And how will Terry Silver's story close? As you know, him and Kreese have unfinished business. Another image of Robbie and Axel fighting is a new image of Robbie, Sam, Chosen, Daniel, and Johnny, as they probably await the call for the next fight in the Sekai Takai. Presumably this will be right before Axel and Robbie fight, unless Sam and Tori fight first, but we will see how that happens. The last image is of Daniel and Johnny doing the crane kick on these tree stumps, which I absolutely love. This is a reference to the original Karate Kid, of course. We know Johnny has done the crane kick once in season 4 whilst they were training at Miyagi-Do, but it's actually really cool to see him doing this with Daniel. You can see the difference with the stars. Daniel's specific crane kick will never have anything better than that, and then of course you have Johnny's version, as he respects the crane kick more than ever now, and also shows a full circle with Johnny and Daniel. I also believe this is one of the last scenes they filmed, as episode 12 was filmed in LA, and this was back in June, and they had finished filming in June for the final part. So that's all the new images. Let me know in the comments if you thought of any theories or predictions that I may have not mentioned in this video. Hit the like button, share this with other Cobra Kai fans, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I'll see you in the next video.
Cobra Kai Nation, a nation of snakes, coming together to snake each other. Gonna snake, snake, snake with the Cobra Kai Nation. Nations join, nations divide, but snakes are forever. Cobra Kai Nation.
If you thought blah 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 was blah blah blah,